Hi guys, how are you? I'm happy to be back here. Welcome back to my channel. The last time I was here, I was sharing a video, the unboxing of the Canon R5, and I got a lot of love and feedback from that video, and it's really encouraged me along the way. And in that video, I had promised that the next time I come here, I'll be diving into the differences between the DSLR cameras and the mirrorless cameras. So today, I'm here to keep my promises, and with me, I have brought two beautiful babies. You know, the famous 6D, Uganda's favorite camera, I must say, and the incredible R5. The 6D is going to be representative of the DSLR cameras in this conversation, and then the R5 is going to be representing the mirrorless cameras. Let's get right into it. So first things first, what meets the eye, right? So the 6D and the R5. I don't know if you guys are able to see, but let me turn them around, even like this. That's what meets the eye. One is bigger than the other. So the first difference is in terms of size. The DSLR cameras are generally bigger in size compared to the R5. That is the first difference. What's the reason for the difference in size? The reason for the difference in size is going to be the difference number 2. And the reason simply is that the DSLR cameras have mirrors in them. They use something called a pentaprism system, which means that there's about 5 mirrors up here that help you be able to see images in your viewfinder here. And when I open the DSLR camera, you're going to see that right there at the entrance there is a mirror. I'm going to try and take a picture so that we can see the mirror movement, right? So that it's very visible. You see that thing that goes up? That's a mirror. Now that's one mirror. And that thing that looks like a hunchback, there's a whole other 5 mirrors. So imagine the fact that you need space for all these mirrors to exist in a camera. It's definitely going to be bigger in size. And then the reason this is called a mirrorless camera is because all those mirrors that we just saw in the DSLR have been eliminated here. If I open the mirrorless camera like that, see? No mirror. So the second difference is in terms of mirrors. One camera has mirrors, the other one doesn't have mirrors. And then difference number 3. Remember how we talked about the fact that these work with mirrors? How does a DSLR take a picture? When you have your lens attached here, light enters through the lens. When that light enters through the lens, it goes on this mirror, the one that I showed you earlier. And then that mirror reflects the light. Remember your high school physics? That mirror reflects the light up here into the pentaprism, into other 5 mirrors. And then that reflection is able to help cast an image for you to see in your viewfinder. Which means the DSLR is using something called the optical viewfinder, which is working with your eyes and the light the camera is reading for you. So difference number 3 is the fact that the DSLR has something called optical viewfinder, while the mirrorless camera has something called an electronic viewfinder. That's why on the mirrorless cameras, sometimes you're able to shoot an image from here without having to look here. Or even if you looked here, the light that you're seeing or the image that you're seeing is not going through that whole mirror process. Hence, so the third difference is that here you have an electronic viewfinder, and then in the DSLR you have an optical viewfinder. That is difference number 3. On to difference number 4. Imagine a situation where we're taking a picture of the DSLR. Light is coming through your lens, coming to this mirror, and then reflected up into these mirrors for you to be able to see the image here. Then after you see this image here, you have to first of all click your shutter. When you click your shutter, this mirror has to go up and create space for the image to be recorded on your sensor. It might feel like a fast experience when you're using the camera, but in actual sense, that is quite a number of seconds of time happening in between there. And whether you may notice it or not, that time has been significantly reduced in the mirrorless cameras. Because when you're shooting on mirrorless, all the mirrors are eliminated, which means when light enters through your lens, it's being recorded directly onto your sensor. There's no go between, there's no gamba, no go, you know? Like how the light here has to come through, interact with this mirror, then this mirror has to send the light to interact with these mirrors, and then you see the image, and then you press your shutter button and take the picture, and then the picture goes to your sensor finally. with the mirrorless, those mirrors are delta with, which means our difference number 4 is the fact that the shooting speeds on the mirrorless camera are going to be faster and higher than the shooting speeds on the DSLR. And the reason for that is simply because the time and the process of recording images on the mirrorless have been reduced. The steps of recording light have been reduced by far in comparison to the DSLR. And those are the major differences between DSLR cameras and mirrorless cameras. The other bonus is, on a whole, general whole, mirrorless cameras tend to deplete battery a little faster than the DSLR cameras. So the hack for that is that if you're having a mirrorless camera and you're going out to shoot, please make sure you have extra batteries on you. Not that you shouldn't carry extra batteries with DSLR, but keep in mind that if you have a mirrorless camera and it's using this whole electronic process of recording images and light, most likely you might need more battery because you're depleting battery faster. Those are the differences between the digital single lens reflex cameras and the mirrorless cameras. If you have any more difference that I might not have mentioned, please feel free to put them in the comment section. Otherwise, I'm so happy to have shared this with you, and in the next video we're going to dive deep into how DSLR cameras record light and why they are even called DSLR to start with. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope you learned something new. Bye!